Now, y'all already know what time it is. It is time for the myth, so let's get into it. What's going on, you guys? It's be your boy, Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday, and I intend on doing the exact same thing. What's going on, y'all? All right. Now, y'all know what we got to do before we get into the mess for the day. So let me let you guys know what we got coming up, okay? Now, today is Wednesday, which means that on Wednesday nights, we got Roast and Review, honey. It's Scotty by Nature TV, giving you the real tea, and Josiah's World TV, honey. And we were all coming together to talk about Bill Collective, okay? The episode from last week. We will be on Giving You the Real Tea's platform, so make sure you guys tune into it. The link should be already in the Roast and Review playlist. So make sure you guys go to the playlist, click on the notification bell so you can be notified when we go live tonight, okay? And we should be going live tonight at 8 o'clock. So make sure you guys tune in. And then on Friday, be sure to tune in for my Bill Collective review. Y'all do know that I go live right after the show at 9:05. So make sure you guys tune in for that. And then also on Saturday, y'all know I reviewed that other show right after T. Y'all know T goes live first, and then I go live right after him at 10:30. So make sure you guys tune into my live. All right. So with that being said, that's pretty much all that we got for the church announcements. So we're going to go ahead and get into the mess, honey. All right. So we're going to start off with the very first topic of the day, and that is Miss Gloss Up and Akbar V, okay? Now, we got Glorilla's best friend and Nikki's lap dog, okay, going back and forth once again. Now, I know you guys probably remember that at one point in time when JT and Glorilla had their Twitter spat, Nikki's lap dog jumped into the argument between Glorilla and JT, taking JT's side. And then that's when Glorilla's best friend jumped in. And now ever since then, Glorilla's best friend and Nicki Minaj's lap dog have been having major beef ever since then, honey. So what's recently happened? Okay. So if you don't know, Gloss Up is on BT Plus's reality show, The Impact Atlanta, which stars, her and Ari and, light-skinned Keisha and all those things like that. Okay. Now that's what they're on. Recently, there was a scene that went viral where Gloss Up was talking about the relationship with her mama and how her mama don't be grandmama in the way, her grandmother used to. And, she was talking about how she don't have no help with her kids. Akbar commented on the neighborhood talk and said, well, go get a nanny. I felt like that was completely out of bounds and disrespectful, only due to the fact that her and Gloss Up don't like each other. So why you comment on what she got going on with her family and her kids and her mama, whatever. But it didn't go nowhere. Now, as you all know, Akbar is on Baddies Midwest, which even for her, I feel like that's so beneath her and just below the belt. Girl, you was on Love and Hip Hop. Why are you on Baddies? And girl, you are actually a talented rapper, so why you not doing nothing to, upgrade your career? But whatever. So she was on Baddies, and there was a clip that went out, and Gloss Up retweeted it and said her arm's so damn wobbly. So then once Akbar caught wind of it, she started going in on Gloss Up. But then again, there was a clip that went viral where, Chaotic and Gloss Up did an interview, and Gloss Up talked about her struggles in the music industry and why she's not releasing no music and why quality control isn't allowing her to. That reignited more stuff between Gloss Up and Akbar. So we're going to get into that video where she talks about her record label not allowing her to release music, and then we're going to get into Akbar's response to it. So let's get into it, y'all.
People don't be giving me the motivation. The only thing I'm hearing when I go to the studio is, this ain't it, this ain't it, this ain't it. So it's like, okay, I just want to step back and fucking catch my breath. Because I don't know what the fuck y'all want from me. Like, it's like they keep saying you sound the same, but I feel like I sound like me. Like, I'm not trying to be like nobody else. And then, like, they bring writers. Y'all bring writers Y'all don't even think the writer songs the hit. So what y'all want me to do?
Yo, we gotta get it together now. Y'all, I get y'all records. Y'all like just sound the same. I get a writer and do the record the writer won't, and I don't even want a writer. But I'm like, okay, tell the writer to give me the song. Y'all don't like the writer song. So what? You know what? Though I'm gonna tell you something. What I noticed about going on in the industry, because I've been over there at a lot of different studios, and I've been working and writing for a lot of people. And the thing be, I was just in the studio last night writing for somebody, right? And they called me now. Chaotic, he need songs for this person, and this person. I'm like, okay, cool. I'll pull up. I make songs for this person, this person, and this person. And they like, well, we need a single. And I'm like, well, what do y'all call a single?
You can't determine that no more.
This is why you need to stay in the studio and not listen to what these people saying.
When it comes, it's not that. It's like, if I feel strongly about my song and I take my money and go pay for a video and it's like, okay, you still can't drop it. It's like,
oh yeah, like, that would come with the
that shit hinder me. Like, I'm not used to not dropping. Like, I'm not used to just sitting here not doing shit. I don't give a fuck if y'all don't think it's a hit or not. Let me drop and they gonna catch on. Like, people fucking with me. Like,
no, you don't. You are.
I don't feel like I don't got a fan base. I feel like I got a strong fan base. They just want me to be consistent. And I feel like me not doing anything, like I'm not dropping any music, it made me feel like I'm not doing shit.
So there was Gloss Up, and she was talking to Chaotic about the struggles with being under a major label and the struggles of having music ready to drop, but she is not, allowed to drop it because of label politics. And I was listening to that and I felt for her because, a lot of my favorite artists are those type of artists. I am, and as we get into the next year, I keep on preaching about it, but I'm just getting y'all prepared. We're doing more music content. You're going to see how much I love it. And a lot of my favorite artists are not even popular artists. They're not chart topping artists, because the thing about it is I don't go up for artists based off of what they sell and what their chart positions are, because that takes away from the artist itself. I'm a fan of the music. I don't give a fuck if you sell one copy. If I'm digging it, I'm digging it. If it's real music, I'm going to go for it. And there's a lot of trendy music that I started to, give it a chance. Like, Dirty Red, for instance. I do kind of like that You My Everything bullshit. And I did kind of like to Get It Sexy song and the Ski Yee. I still think she's a terrible rapper, but the songs are catchy for what it's worth. So when it comes down to Gloss Up, I think that she is a good rapper. I think it's a reason why her and Gloss Up were the two that got signed out of the girl group. I do think that K Carbon should be signed. I do think that Slamaroni should be signed. And I think that Aliza should be signed. I think all those girls need to be signed. But I don't know if Quality Control is really putting enough into Gloss Up to have her, put out the right music. I honestly feel like what they're doing is they put so much time and effort to building up JT, and JT is not delivering. As much as people wanted to make it seem, she's not delivering. Her album didn't even sell like that. And OK didn't really just take off until Jeezy got on the record. That doesn't take away from JT being talented, but she's not doing it. And Gloss Up is just as talented as JT is. So why isn't she getting the push? I feel like if y'all put more money into Gloss Up and give her the producers and stuff like that she needs to create a hit record, then maybe you will have something. You feel what I'm saying? You can't stifle her and put her on the shelf, because that doesn't work. And that's probably one of the reasons why she's now on reality TV, because it's like, okay, I ain't making no money off this music. I ain't doing shit with this music. Like, what can I do next? So maybe I need to get on an Impact, get on a reality show so I can get me some new fans. And sometimes that's what you got to do, honestly, So I feel for you hear these stories all the time about record labels stifling the artists, you could go back and look at old interviews from Video Soul, like old as the interview with Phyllis Hyman, where she sat on a couch and talked about how these record labels don't really give a fuck about real talent. They only care about looks and stuff like that. And that's the industry itself. I mean, you got to look a certain way. You got to carry yourself a certain way in order to be seen correctly and get the proper promotion. And me as a gay YouTuber, I feel like I never get, some of the some of the things that Funky Dineva probably got because of the simple fact they only push one type of gay man. They only push the over the top flamboyant gay man, or they put the super muscular, sexy, good on the eyes, washboard stomach gay. They only push two types. They don't push someone like me because I'm regular. I'm not feminine. I'm not masculine. I'm somewhere that meets in the middle. I could give you film, but I could give you a tad bit of mass too. I'm not, and I'm not the best looking either. So it doesn't really correlate, So that's what I believe. I've always felt that way. And I don't know what it is, but I just think that Gloss Up is kind of doing the right thing by being on reality TV and trying to get her a new fan base. That's what we do. I mean, that's why I do different things like promote my platform on platforms like Chasing Atlanta, because I don't have a gay fan base like that, not a big one anyway. So I have to do what I got to do to grab that fan base and make them want to watch me. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know. Gloss Up, I'm really hoping that you are able to do what you need to do and put out a record that really works for you. You feel what I'm saying? Because I like Gloss Up, and I really hate that people constantly compare her and Glorilla, because, Glorilla is having her time right now. She's shining. I'm enjoying Glorious. I haven't stopped playing her album at all since it came out almost 2 months ago. I'm still playing it. So, Glorilla's having her moment, and I feel like Glorilla got her moment. Gloss Up can have her. She just needs to have that same push. I think Yo Gotti is really pushing Glow. These folks at QC ain't pushing Gloss Up. They only tried to push JT. But, in the same token, they did the same thing to Young Miami. They won't let her release no music. So anyway, we're going to move on to what Akbar said. Now, Akbar said, I'm sorry, but Gloss just can't really rap like that. And she's not hungry enough. She in Atlanta chasing and not in the studio enough. You need to be working instead of you being on the internet trolling Akbar V arms. Work hard, bitch. Because when you get dropped, what other income do you have, or what are you going to do? See, me, I'm not in a deal. I'm a reality star, an actress, rapper, and a businesswoman. See how God don't play about me? Now, let's be honest here. I originally rooted for Akbar. I know you probably would not believe me because of the shit that I be saying about her, but I originally rooted for Akbar, and I'm gonna tell you why. It was 2018. K Michelle had just dropped her album, The People I Used to Know, maybe in December of 2017. She was going on tour for that album. So she did a stop here in Atlanta, and me and my friend Montavia, shout out to him, we came to Atlanta, went to the concert. And Akbar was one of the opening acts, right alongside this singer by the name of Demar Jackson. And she was doing her Thug Thizzle, and she had a story to tell, and she had everybody in awe of her talent. I still got Snapchat videos from that concert. You know what I mean? I still got them. So I was rooting for her, and then she got on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, and I was really rooting for her. But after she got on Love and Hip Hop, she started feeling herself and all this other stuff. And now, as much as I don't like her based off of what we see on social media, it doesn't take away from the fact that she is a talented rapper. It's just that her attitude is stank. All she want to do is fight. The only time she's in the blogs is when she's fighting with someone. It's not about her music. And my thing is, you sitting on your soapbox on social media trying to tell Gloss what she needs to do as a rapper and how she can't rap and how she ain't got no hits, but yet she had a hit record with Shibuya. Everybody know that song. Don't nobody know no song by you. And then on top of that, when it come down to Akbar, I said something about that on a neighborhood talk last night. I actually commented and I was like, she talking about Gloss, but she got Shibuya. And that song was more known than any Akbar song because we don't know no Akbar songs at all. And everybody want to throw in what she got a feature with Nicki Minaj on a Super Freaky Girl remix. Don't nobody give a fuck about that song, okay? I don't give a fuck about it going number one. It was Mads by her barbs. They did what needed to be done for the song to go number one. But Super Freaky Girl ain't even her best record. It's one of her throwaways, in my opinion. It's one of her trash-ass records, okay? It's right there with Stupid Hoe and Roman and Mescal out and starships and all that other shit that ain't good by her. You know what I mean? So don't nobody give a fuck about that. However, you got a record with Nicki. You did a Nicki feature and you're still in the same predicament that you always have been, and your ass is on baddies. So to me, it's like, you really ain't got no right to be talking about nobody. And for you to be talking about you an actress, what you're acting in, and what business do you have? Now, yeah, you're a reality star. I almost forgot you was on Baddies Midwest. I almost forgot about that. But as a person that is as talented as you are, you should be doing something way more than some damn baddies. I'm just being honest, okay? You should be doing something else other than baddies. Why you not on an Impact? Why you not on a reality show that's really gonna, show you as a talented artist? I don't understand that. But to each his own, my baby girl. I hope this gloss up and Akbar shit actually ceases at this point, because both of them are talented and neither one of them are where they should be. So all this fighting and tongue wrestling and the shit that y'all doing, y'all need to cut it out and let it go. My opinion. Moving on, we're about to talk about Kendrick Lamar and this punk ass nigga Drake, okay, who cosplay gangsters, fake ass accents, posted in another nigga hood like a bad bitch, because he's definitely a bad bitch. Now, we already know that, Drake lost this damn rap war with him and Kendrick Lamar. He put out, they went back and forth with diss songs, but then Not Like Us dropped, and everybody has been, on Team Kendrick ever since. But that's what happens when you're in a rap battle. And now Drake is out here, trying to sue Universal and Spotify and shit like that. Now, this was the original thing. Now it says that, Drake was filing paperwork accusing Spotify and Universal Music of running a RICO level scheme to boost popularity of Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us, like comical. And then now UMG responded to Drake's claims of them inflating the streams and popularity of Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us. Okay, so we're going to get into the story. So, as we previously reported, okay, Drake is accusing UMG of using payola to boost the streams and popularity of Kendrick Lamar's hit record and diss record, Not Like Us. The filing claims that the label violated the RICO Act and paid Apple Inc., Spotify, and more as an alleged scheme. UMG says they can't help what music the fans decided to listen to. The suggestion that UMG would do anything to undermine any of its artists is offensive and untrue. We employ the highest ethical practices in our marketing and promotional campaigns. No amount of contrived, absurd legal arguments in this pre-action submission can mask the fact that fans choose the music they want to hear, said a UMG rep, okay? And they asked us for our thoughts. Now, here we go. I feel like Drake is just a bitch-ass nigga who just can't take the fact that he lost this battle. He's so used to winning everything and so used to everybody kissing his ass like DJ Fatademics and everybody else in the industry kissing his ass. That's what he's used to. And I just feel as though he need to just cut it out at this point, because you lost. And my thing is that his fans really be on his dick, really dick riding real hard when it come down to him, and act like he cannot be, he can't be criticized or called out for the bullshit that he does. But Drake been making enemies for years. Like Pusha T been saying some of the same shit. And not only that, not only has he been saying some of the same shit, what's the name? Megan already blasted his ass, and y'all thought that it was funny when he was dissing Megan. But now, and y'all thought it was funny when he was constantly going in on, Meek Mill and shit. Y'all thought that shit was funny too. Y'all thought that was hilarious, honey. Y'all thought that was funny as hell. Y'all thought that it was well deserved. And y'all made that song go number one. Wasn't that song nominated for a Grammy too? If I'm not mistaken, it was. Y'all thought that was great. But now that the tables are fucking turned now, y'all mad. Get over it. Now, Joe Budden went off on Drake as well, okay, on his podcast. Now, I could say a lot of things about Joe Budden. I don't always agree with Joe Budden. Y'all know that. But a lot of the times I agree with his musical thoughts and opinions. And we're going to get into it now. So we're going to put this up here because I don't want no copyrights. So let's get into what Joe Budden had to say about this whole Drake and Kendrick Lamar thing. All right, let's get into it.
2% of artists that could even have the thought. Stop with this shit.
No, but that's his point. His point is the rank and file artist is getting fucked because they keep crowning one person who takes all the energy out the room. If we stop that process, now Joe Schmo can get a chance. That's his whole point. Is that
But he never gave a fuck about that beforehand.
No. It's totally disingenuous. It's totally disingenuous.
And it's cap. And it's cap.
But I'm saying, but that's his argument, is that this
Joe
can now help
Schmo
everybody.
has a chance because Joe Schmo did what he didn't, which is I'm independent. I'm not going to just voluntarily relinquish my rights because you're dangling cars and front row seats in front of me. Joe Schmo has a chance already. That's why he lost the leverage. He was supposed to be the leader of the new school. Shout out to Busta Rhymes. He was supposed to be the person to, on a much smaller level again, not to talk about me. When I go in these places, there is no threat that Joe Budden can cause the people that I'm talking to. Not a one. Me, like by myself, like in all of my power. They don't give a fuck about nothing I'm talking about until I say, you know, the whole wave of fucking creators out there listen to me and follow me. I got proof, but like you can't, when I say something or do something, there's millions of people that's watching me and is about to try and emulate the same thing. That's the only time to get scared. There's nothing that you can do yourself. So Drake was supposed to be the leader of that and say, I have hundreds and millions of people that's going to do and go as I say when that was at its peak. Who cares now?
You know what? And he might have went in there and said that and said, being that I got this, I want 400 million.
Well, he was due to 400 million based off his own.
I'm just saying that at that point,
based off
that
his own
might have been what
name.
I'm fighting for.
Oh,
now I learned more, and it's shit.
Then he sold everybody short.
Or no.
Then he sold everybody short.
Y'all know I got the ear of. Bro, adversity. We are keep missing that. He might not have ever had to have that stance with the labels before. He may have never had to have that stance. When you go home after getting the door shut in your face, now you go home and ponder on how to get around the door, or your brain goes to plan B mode.
First door. Well,
this might be his first plan B.
Well, maybe instead of running around and buying Pusha T's first microphone and Pharrell's chain, Michael Jackson looked Paul McCartney in the face and said, "How much is your publishing?" What the fuck are you niggas talking about?
Said that too. If your pub was up for sale, I buy the whole thing. He got to that point.
I know. On a record.
He got to that point.
I know. On a record. What he did in real life was go buy a van that looked like it was on Good Kid, Mad City. If you had the big boy poker table now. You know how you walking into the wind, when you walking down that little hallway in the wind with the coffee shop and the bars on the corner, to the left is little slot machines. To the right, you can see him if the shit ain't closed. You can see him. Is the big boys.
The high roller room.
Complicit? You need 5 million plus 10 million plus to be allowed over here. So again, negligence, naivete on his part, because if you're aware of your opponents, then I'm trying to go buy Future's publishing. I'm trying to go buy 21 Savage's publishing. I'm trying to go buy something that makes my conversation when I walk in this office with Lucian or whoever go a little bit different. They don't care about nothing that he built his house on, which is I got all the hits. I got the number ones. I have the run, my album. We made that. And your best music, we gonna run that up. Go make your mid. Go make your mid. We gonna put all them albums that we own, your fire shit, that same little algorithm trick you think we doing, we still doing it.
Deluxe.
Yeah,
5-year anniversary.
We got you.
Anniversary.
Have a glass with whatever honestly never mind did.
So I'm gonna say this real quick as we continue to listen to what Joe Budden said. Now, I feel everything that Joe Budden is saying. He feels like Drake is sitting up here complaining about the same system that actually benefited him at some point in time, but now that it's supposedly benefiting somebody else, he can't handle it. See, that's what I mean. He's the definition of a fucking sore loser. Like, bitch, you lost. What the hell is you mad for? You feel what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is you mad about? You lost. But we're gonna continue on, y'all. Like, I'm like, this is my first time listening to this with you guys, and I felt like including this in the video. So let's continue.
Have fun with that. The label must ain't been too thrilled because that shit came and went too. At some point, You got to have something that stay, and they not going to let nothing stay. What do you think is going to happen with the Drake Party Next Door album now that he's got these suits out?
Brick. Cricket.
That's what I mean about him. That's what I mean about him. Party somewhere thinking that this is the best opportunity that ever happened to me. Wow, thank God this is happening. Nigga, that should have happened in 2014, right after, if you reading this, it's too late. Right after that, that's when that should have happened. Now, it's too late. And you only doing it, again, for your selfish, greedy fucking reasons. That ain't about to help him. That's about to hurt him. Now it's about to get to a point, anybody that stand with Drake, the high ups is just looking. Stand there if you want. It's over. They sending a clear-cut message. Yo, it's over. And Drake knows it, so I'm not arguing with nobody now. These suits say he knows what time it is.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Yeah.
So he's just going out snitching, basically.
Over the past several months, Drake has repeatedly sought to engage UMG in discussions to resolve the ongoing harm he has suffered as a result of UMG's actions. They have refused to engage in negotiations and insisted that UMG is not responsible for its own actions. Instead, they pointed the finger at Mr. Duckworth, aka Kendrick, insisted that Drake should initiate legal action against him rather than UMG, and even threatened to bring its own legal claims against Mr. Duckworth if Drake were to pursue claims against UMG.
Newsflash, that's what he wanted to do anyway, but he can't.
You can't do that.
But if y'all think the Karen in him don't want to sue Kendrick himself,
but isn't that the purpose
directly? Then I don't know what game you're looking at.
If he is sued,
I don't care if they said, hey, go sue him. Guess what? That's jargon to you now. For me, that says even they lying to you different than they normally would. They're not going to jump on that suit if Drake sues Kendrick. They've anointed Kendrick. You are going to take us to the next stratosphere. We're not jeopardizing that. It's the field versus you. It's over for you. They're just saying it's over for you.
If it's the thing for me is when it's over for you, you can go out a couple ways. You can just fade into black. You can just have a good career, or you can go out
in a blaze of fucking glory.
Exactly.
Or you can do duck lips and go grab barrettes and do a bunch of funny hairstyles and fucking be seen with the white boy. I don't want to hear all of this shit. The nigga looks stupid now.
Does this lawsuit, because from what I could hear in social media and in other media circles, people aren't making the distinction between him suing Kendrick and him suing the record label. People are like, yo, he's suing Kendrick. He's going out like a sucker.
No, Kendrick is not involved. His name's not listed.
No, I know, but I'm saying people are hearing it like all the jokes, all the stuff is still like he's suing Kendrick.
Yeah.
Well, stopped it.
Right. Does this ruin his, what does this do for his legacy?
This hurts.
No matter how you look at it.
This is the biggest L I've ever seen in fucking history.
Right. I'm saying this is pretty bad.
Like athletic history, like this is worse than Atlanta.
And I agree. It is. It's a rap battle. You lost, and now you want to put out lawsuits against people. Like, I don't get that. Who sues people? Megan and Nicki didn't even sue each other. If that's the case, Biggie should have sued Tupac for hit him up. If that's the case, LL should have sued Cannabis. If that's the case, let's be honest. And we all know that LL Cool J, Tupac, two of my most favorite rappers. Let's be real. But we all know that LL was the bigger artist when it came down to Cannabis, and Cannabis smacked his ass on their diss record. Okay? Why didn't LL sue him? Child, we're going to continue. Oops, wrong one. We're going to continue on, child. Ooh, child, let's continue.
Later, on the flip side of that,
but wait,
being called a pedophile hurt my fucking legacy. So I got to fight it.
See, I even think that's a scapegoat. I think that's something.
Y'all
you gotta fight. No. I think it did, but being able to hang your hat on it as for it being the cause of all of your shit going awry is cap. It's played a huge part, but your missteps got us here, and this is the culmination of it.
Your missteps are what got us here. I agree with that.
But niggas on the internet talking about this is the biggest L since this bigger fall off than Ja Rule, which I think is a total slap in the face to Ja Rule. I think the audience owes Ja Rule an apology. Ja Rule was never doing this.
No.
Ja Rule was never playing this game. If you're saying that, you're not understanding the game that's being played.
And see, this is why I enjoy Joe Budden sometimes, because he's telling the truth. I've always felt like the audience and the people all need to give Ja Rule a fucking apology. Everybody should give Ja Rule an apology, if you ask me. But we're going to continue on. Let's keep going, as Jamie That's Me would say. Let's keep going, honey. Let's keep going. I'm enjoying this.
And I feel Drake, yo.
How you feeling, but then you kicking his back in?
No, I'm not kicking his back in. I'm telling the truth.
No, well, the truth is,
for 10 years on this podcast in February, I've had to sit here tight-lipped because everybody's stupid. No, I'm not doing that anymore. But I don't need YouTube. I don't need hot takes. Mm-hmm. I'm one of the few people that could look at this and just know what time it is. Play with them. Don't play with me. I feel Drake because he has fair and valid points in some of this shit, yo. I've showed up for too many of y'all. That DeMar DeRozan shit is still in effect. Yo, you was in my house. I talked you out of depression. Future, Thug, Weekend. Nigga, I found you on the fucking street, you piece of shit. But he looking at niggas like I look at Bleed. He done helped too many people. So now he's watching Since Not Like Us or Bot Like Us, whatever you want to call it. Since that, I'm seeing the tides turn in ways from places that I never expected it to. And it's up for all of you. It's up for all of you. And I'm with that. I'm with that willfulness and that conviction and that determination. I'm with all of that. I just don't think that he wins it because of the timing of this. Of the timing of this. But back to that whole facade about fucking, this is for the betterment of musicians everywhere. That's bullshit. Most musicians, even if they're at the top of their game, don't have enough money to do this with the people they need to do it to. 1. 2, even if they have enough money, they know that if they do that, their career is effectively over. So people are not rushing to do that. I applaud Drake because to me, this move comes off as, for lack of a better term, like bomber.
Mm-hmm. Kamikaze for sure.
Kamikaze.
Yeah, yes. In other words,
write that. Bleep that. I don't know if we can use. This is like that. The end of Lioness on that mission they went on. On that mission they went on, when George, the nigga was like, oh, boom, and it's over. I think he know it's over.
It's a good ending though.
Oh man, yo, they're killing the cliffhangers. They're killing the cliffhangers going into the next episode. But I think he knows it's over for him. And on the way out, I'm trying to take a few of y'all down with me. And hopefully the after effects of that could help somebody.
But it also gives him a better narrative. So now that he can say Kendrick didn't end my career. I went against the boss of all bosses for the people and they took me down, and that's why my career is over. I mean, that's a much better ending. Now you can go down as a martyr as opposed to a nigga that got bodied in a battle so bad.
That got treated unfairly.
Right.
Yeah,
it
but
was the industry versus me.
But, right. It's not a bad ending if you want, especially if you're delusional.
It's not a bad ending if he's writing it and that's it. But he has to battle the optics of this in hip hop. Yeah. And that is, you a bitch.
And I think that was a miscalculation. I think he thought suing Universal, nobody would give a fuck. But the way that shit tried it out and played out, it looked like he's suing Kendrick.
But not his peers. I mean,
I don't think
the peers
works for him because the peers, again, you benefited from this. So it looks like just optic wise, like, hey man, I was all right when that was working for me.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Now it's working against me, and we have to destroy all of this shit. We can't be having this. This is now you want to get on your moral high horse.
Right.
But that's where people looking at it like
Meek has came out and said, Meek has came out and said some comments. I mean, people are commenting. I mean, I think it's only
what Meek say.
What are they saying?
Sorry. Oh Lord.
No, did he say like Drake did the same thing against him?
No, Meek said that.
That's who got a case.
Because I think, that's what I think is different.
Meek got a case.
He said Meek does have a case.
He said, but Meek be tripping. Yeah, all right, like that. That's what he said. But Meek be tripping.
Like, if you saying that,
right?
Because
he was saying the same shit.
If you saying Drake benefited from the labels pushing your album, that's different than saying that they push somebody's album against me.
Right.
Like Meek could say, yo, if that happened to Meek and they said, yo, when I was putting out shit against Drake, it was being suppressed, or that's something totally different than, yo, they push my album to get album sales and to make me number one. It's a totally different ballgame.
What I'm saying is that I think only the fans and the people online, they are the one that's laughing at Drake, but the people that have experienced issues with labels, I think they may support him. It's just the fans and the people, the everyday people that doesn't, oh nigga, you lost, not like us, da 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 da. But the people Like what Meek said, and other people may support. Like
Meek also said, I went indie, and my last 2 show offers were in Finland and Portugal. Big festival shows, but nothing after. I sold out the Garden and went indie after Expensive Pain. The media made it look like I fell off terribly after. Expensive Pain is close to platinum. So basically what he's saying is, once I stopped playing the game,
they disappeared me.
So you have to be willing to play a different game.
Correct.
Right?
And everybody's
like Drake should have known or been advised that, yeah, you may take a step back in terms of sales and branding and yada, yada, yada. But when you see that back end money from you hitting upload as a strictly independent, it will make up for it. And with a lot less of the ask.
I don't know about y'all. And I know that sometimes y'all don't like it when we be playing, you know, the clips and things like that. I know y'all don't like it sometimes, but I had to play that. And that clip was like 13 minutes long. But it was very enjoyable, and I really appreciated the conversation. I think it needed to be said. You know, at the end of the day, Drake just looked ridiculous at this point. That's just really what it boils down to. He looks totally ridiculous, utterly ridiculous. And he just need to get over himself. That's just really what it boils down to be quite honest. So we're going to move on to the last topic of the day, and that is Khalid or Khalid, however you pronounce his name, against, you know, Hugo. Now, I've been asked, why wasn't I talking about this story? Even Tramel asked me this on the phone the other night. Why you not talking about Khalid and Hugo? Why you not talking about them? And I said, well, you know what? If we was doing the Chasing panel right now, we would definitely be talking about this. And I'm like, all the good shit coming out when the Chasing panel is on hiatus, you know, whatever. But let me just go on record and say, I don't know none of Khalid's songs. What I will say is that last night I discovered one of his songs, and I've been trying to figure out who sung that song for the longest. Y'all know I work for Cracker. And back home, they would play this particular song all the time. It was like, can we just talk? Can we just talk about, can we get up? You know, I would hear that song all the time at work, and I would not know who sung the damn song. It was killing me to not know who sung it. But last night, I finally realized it was him. And I saved it to my phone. Thank God for Apple Music. But anyway, so we already know the original story. Okay, so we're going to get into the original story first, and then we're going to get into him actually addressing all the stuff that happened. So the original story was that Hugo, whoever the fuck he is, because I don't know who the hell he is, he said, as lied and said that I broke into his house because I didn't want him. Okay, then he came out with, I was dating this dumbass singer. He's ugly as, but he tried to set me up and lie and say I broke into his house because I broke up with him. Like, why would I go into your house and do all that if I broke up with you, dumbass? Okay, so that was pretty much the gist of that. Okay. So then after Hugo came out and said all those things, then social media started a buzzing and said, well, I hope that Mr. Khalid isn't gay. He said, I am, and that's okay. Then he said, I got outed and the world continues to turn. Let's get this straight. Laughing my ass off. I am not ashamed of my sexuality. In reality, it ain't nobody's business, but I am okay with me. Love y'all. Then he said, there y'all go. Next topic, please. So he came out after being outed by Hugo. Okay. So we already know the gist of that. And then it became this big old conversation about looks. Now, this is him actually addressing all of the shit that has happened with him and Hugo and all of the hoopla. Let's get into it, y'all. Let's talk about it.
Address some things so we could just leave this all in the past. I know I don't have to, but I feel like it's important that I speak my side of the situation. So if you want to listen to it or whatever, here you go. All right, I'm going to speak about the pink cocaine thing. I've never done cocaine a day in my life. I don't place myself in those scenarios. I'm not in those surroundings. I smoke weed and I drink a little bit, but I've never done cocaine a day in my life. For real. Let's tackle this escorting thing. I've never paid for sex a day in my life. Ever. I've never paid anybody to date me. I've never paid anybody to be in a relationship with me. Ever. I'm honestly just trying to watch my tone right now, but That dude and I dated. What's up, y'all? It's 4 to 5 years ago, y'all. The last time that I talked to this guy was 4 years ago, y'all. This is all random. I don't know why he did it. I don't know what's going on with him. You know, mental health is real. But I haven't even had a conversation or seen this dude in 4 years. I've never accused anybody publicly of breaking into my house. I've never accused anybody publicly of breaking into my house. The only people who even know about a break-in are my close circle. None of y'all, nobody knew. Because I don't want everybody in my business. Then again, y'all, this is 4 years ago. This is 4 years ago. Where is this coming from? You tell me, because I really don't know. 4 to 5 years ago, y'all. The last time that I talked to this guy was 4 years ago, y'all. This is all random. I don't know why he did it. I don't know what's going on with him. You know, mental health is real. But I haven't even had a conversation or seen this dude in 4 years. I've never accused any. The only reason I'm even clearing up any of this is because, like, it's just a little triggering seeing the few comments. It's not that it's this running narrative or anything like that, but it's triggering seeing the few comments of people painting me as if I'm just some manipulative abuser. It's just crazy to me. Regarding the stories of the abuse, it's triggering. It's triggering because it's the other way around. And that's what hurts. That's what hurts the most. I'm not going to run around like I'm the best guy in the world. Like, if you know me, you already know that's not how I get down. But yeah, the only reason I'm even clearing up any of this is because it's definitely frustrating. I want all of this to be over just like y'all. It's literally one of the main reasons why I don't involve myself in any trauma, why I stay out the way. I don't like this. So I'm not going to run around like I'm unbothered. I never said I was unbothered by anything. This is very bothering, for real. But yeah, I just had to say something. So that's that. Clearly I need to go, but peace.
All right, and that was Khalid. He's basically, addressed all the situation. The only thing I gotta say is this right here: you never win when you play dirty. And this Hugo nigga, everybody's going up for looks and talking about how exotic he look and how cute he is and how Khalid is an average looking dude and all this other stupid ass shit. I can't with that. I can't with it. I just don't like it when people make looks the biggest part of the conversation, because it really ain't got nothing to do with it. Got jack shit to do with nothing. It just don't. But it is what it is to me. But Hugo thought that he was doing his big one by outing this man, thinking that everybody was going to look at him differently, and nothing happened to him. It actually made him more desirable to most people, and made people look at him even differently and rooted for him even more. So you didn't do anything but help him out. So it is what it is, and I'm glad that he came out and spoke his side of the story. He just allowed the chips to fall wherever they was gonna fall, and he did what he had to do, and that's just what it is. That's all you have to do, really, is just do what you got to do. Let it go, however it's gonna go, and just keep it pushing. That's all you can do. But I will say that I appreciate him for doing that. Hugo, he does. People are saying that he's an escort. He gives a escort T, a scamming ass escort T. That's what he gives. And the fact that motherfuckers make this whole situation about looks and talking about how Khalid look and all this other shit, instead of just talking about the fact that somebody outed a person for no damn reason just because they felt like it. And you want to call him ugly, but you weren't ugly. He wasn't ugly to you when you were fucking him. I hate it when that happens. Now the nigga ugly because you mad. Okay. Ridiculous as fuck. But you know, I don't know nothing about this Hugo person. I don't get this Hugo person. I don't even know what he do. Apparently he's social media famous or whatever he is, and they say that he be fucking with a lot of the industry niggas and stuff like that. He even made more tweets, you know, alleging that there was, you know, down low rappers that he with and stuff like that. He even did that the day that he put this boy on blast. So I don't know. But that's just what it is, y'all. So this was a pretty long yes for the mess, y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed it regardless. I hope you did. And I hope you loved it. So, you know, y'all know that tonight is roast review. So I got to get that done. And then I got to do this special video for you guys tonight. But I'm putting it out for Thanksgiving, you know. It's one of my deep dives. Like I told y'all already. I feel like I repeat myself every video. But it's just me getting you guys prepared for what's coming next. But I'm doing a lot more deep dives next year on music and movies and sitcoms and stuff like that. Like I'm doing a lot more deep dives next year, in addition to the recaps and the gossip videos and stuff like that. Y'all gonna have a vast variety of things to look forward to on this channel right here. I'm even getting, you know, I'm about to work with Storm Monroe on some stuff. You know, I'm just doing what I can, you know, because I could take a lesson or two. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I've been doing YouTube for 15 years, but I didn't have no mentor or nothing like that. And Storm is the perfect person for that. And I have a whole lot of respect for Storm. And, you know, I think we're kind of similar in a sense, you know, in my opinion. So shout out to Storm. He's always been very nice to me. But yeah, that's about it, y'all. So this your boy Scotty. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. And if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. Now, that's it. I'm gonna leave you guys with the clip of the video from Dublavaee featuring Bando and Carl. It's called the My Suck Remix. The video link is at the bottom. We're trying to run this video up to 1K. So let's run these views up. I'm gonna leave you guys with the clip of the video. It's Bando's verse, but the full video, the link would be in the description box. I'm out of here, y'all. Until next time. Bye.
Leave the money on the dresser. Deep throat, use a lot of spit, make it messy. Slap it across your face, pull it out, put it back in. They call you gooseneck, cause she can make her throat big. Lockjaw, baby, gon' lax your muscles. You bought your best friend, shit, shorty, what you up to? Take one for the team and support your best friend. Show me how you eat that dick up on your knees with no hands. In your mouth like a motherfucking dentist. Dick move in like a motherfucking tenant. I get that bread, get that head, then I dash. I get my nut, then get back to the bag. And double back, hell nah, you ain't finished. Wanna feel the back to your throat, let me in it. Choke up on this dick, bitch, who you coughing at? Doobie, 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 come and get this Scooby snack.
Might suck dick,